Dating as an adult these days is hard, or so I've been told. But dating in your 40s is like tossing a line out into a sea of piranhas, hoping that you pull out an oyster with a pearl. Or so I've been told. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of dating in your 40s from the point of view of both men and women. And maybe, just maybe, you will get the help that you need in your search to find your next love or next good night. Hey, it's Sean Vaughn, and you are tuned in to My 40 Plus Life. And I am ready for this next series of episodes because it's all about dating in your 40s. And I have some wonderful men and women who are going to come on and share with you their dating woes and some things that we may or may need to look out for as you begin dating, okay? You all, I have a very special guest with me today. It's my home girl from the Louisiana, the boot, that Port City. Deidra Nightingale. Welcome, Deidra.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Deidra is going to come on here and share with us about what her dating experiences have been and all of that. So Deidra, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I am 47 years old. I am a single mom. I have a 9-year-old daughter, Ruby Ann, who is the absolute light of my life. I've been divorced since 2016. And since then, I have dated. I actually have been in a long-term relationship since then, and a few situationships here and there. So with that being said, and in my experiences and in my very humble opinion, there is a lot of pee in the dating pool.
Okay. So I already know some things, and I just want to kind of get it out there because I was like baffled when I heard this. But because you said that you have been in a long-term relationship, right? And what do you consider long-term?
Well, 3 years and a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Since my marriage.
Okay. Since
yes.
your marriage.
So
since let's just go with the last person. What happened? Why did it not work out?
We were different, you know, and I'm not going to say that, you know, I'm not flawed. I'm not perfect, you know, but when I talk about relationships, I like to say, you know, I have the cake. I have the cake. It is baked to perfection, okay? I have the cake. I just need the icing. What are you bringing to the table? This is what I have. You know, what are you bringing to the table? So with that particular situation, we just had very different upbringings, very different backgrounds. And I really think that's important, you know, as well as, you know, knowing each other's love language. You know, I really think that that is one of the very first conversations anyone dating should have. So you'll know how to, you know, what makes you feel loved. Let's talk about it. But anyway, this particular situation, you know, there was a lot of trauma from their childhood that, you know, he hadn't dealt with. Great guy, you know, never going to take that away from him. You know, comes from pretty decent stock. But there were some things in his past that, you know, reflected in his relationships with women, okay? And therefore, he just had very unrealistic expectations. Was not able to celebrate a woman. I feel like you have to, you know, celebrate your significant other. He didn't believe in that, you know, and things in the bedroom, and this is what Sean's talking about, y'all, because see, she knows, okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw it on out there.
Yes, just throw it out there.
He had just very unrealistic expectations in the bedroom that I just don't believe in. Now I'm not approved. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there are some things, I mean, you don't have to catch the mortgage. If we finna do all this, you finna have to bust, we finna have to, you know what I mean?
What was one of them things?
Okay, Sean. So, these young girls, if you listen to the rap music, you hear all of the things that they're in. And this is what we in our 40s are competing with. We're competing with these girls who will do all of the things. You listen to the radio, okay? So this is where he was with what he wanted from me and what Sean is talking about, where I absolutely took my index finger and drew the line in the sand. He wanted to spit in my mouth. What part of the game is that?
What the?
Yes. So...
Okay.
At that point, go with God, sir. God bless your life. It's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real.
So did he just want to just cough up a loogie and just spit it in your mouth?
You know what? I wasn't going to find out. Okay. And again, I'm not a prude. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman will do anything. A man wants her to.
Yes.
You know? And I would say to him, there needs to be some intimacy there. Yeah. You know, you just want these things, you know, and it don't work like that.
Oh my goodness.
You know, there is a transition to all of that. Yeah. But you are just my boyfriend.
No spitting in the mouth.
You know, but these men out here now, they expect you to come with all of these things. They want something for nothing. Because you know what? There's a 20-year-old that'll do all of that. And she don't require nothing. She don't require anything, you know? So that is what one of the ups and downs of, you know, dating in my 40s.
So now looking forward, what are you looking for in that next mate?
Okay, well, you know, I'm not looking currently. Okay. I think I'm going to, I tease with my friends. I think I want to, again, because I was divorced in 2016. I was in a relationship from 17, you know, for 3 years. And then this particular situation was a year. I really kind of want to sit with myself because I'm not saying that I'm, you know, innocent or perfect. You know, I do feel like I bring a lot to the table and I'm a great catch. But, you know, I do feel like at some point after those experiences, I kind of want to sit with myself, you know. So, but to answer your question, when I'm ready, after my boy diet, I do want a partner. You know, I want to live. You know, I don't want, the Build-A-Bear workshop is closed. You know, I've done a lot of potential. I've done work with a lot of potential. You know, I see, you know, you come from a good stock, you want things. Well, let me work with you. I'm not working with nobody no more. You know what I mean? The Build-A-Bear workshop is shut down, and I mean that. You know, so I would like a...
Don't come to her if you need some building up,
no,
okay?
It's closed, okay? Closed. So I would like a partner, you know, I want to live. I'm ready to live now. You know, I've done all of the things. I can check all the boxes. You know, you get the things that you have and bring them over here to the table, and I'm going to get the things that I have and bring them to the table, and let's just enjoy the next part of this experience.
And so when you say live, what does that entail?
I mean, just whatever. Like, you know, I want to do things. I want to travel. I want to, you know, just live. Okay. You know?
So I'm about to ask this question since, you know, you're leaning into you right now. You're not really. So what does that look like for sex? Are you okay not having sex?
I mean... cross that bridge.
Baby, you're in your 40s. You know we likes to get down.
You know, I don't know yet. I don't know if we're gonna rule that out yet. I don't know yet. But as far as a relationship, I don't wanna, you know, again, I'm a relationship girl. I like to get somewhere and sit down. I usually can hone in, and if you're giving me, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick it, you know. And I'll stay there for a while. You know, I don't want to do that. Again, I want to kind of just sit with myself, but I don't know if I want to have sex yet. I ain't decided to. Ask me next week.
Ask you next week. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean.
Because that is a thing. After 40, yeah, it's a thing.
I've talked with a counselor, and they said that toys and stuff are okay. It's not cheating if you decide, so it should be all right now.
It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
You know?
So, you know, now that since you said that you have a 9-year-old, how do you feel that has played out for her over the years?
Well, yeah, I'm glad that you asked. I am very protective. You know, the gentleman that I dated for 3 years, it was a year before she even met him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm very protective about what she sees. That is very important to me. She's a little bit older now. I might be a little more flexible with that, but for the most part, I just want to make sure it's, you know, it's something that's lasting before I introduce her into that. But it's difficult dating because she's with me every other weekend. Yeah, I mean, she's with her dad, I'm sorry, every other weekend. You know, so that is the only time I have to shine. You know what I mean? That's when I get out and get my feet wet. And a lot of men that, you know, that I've met or have dated, that has been an issue. Because you can't come over here. I mean, you know.
So even with those men, are they accepting of? Oh, yeah. You, okay.
Absolutely.
And I guess because
they're very accepting. But again, the only issue has been, you know, they'll want to come over and hang out, or, you know, when she's there, and if it's a new thing or we just getting to know each other, then I can't do that. You're going to have to wait on the weekends where, you know, she's gone. And that's been an issue.
Okay.
But
so, okay, one more thing. So when you were dating, were they around your age?
Oh, well, I prefer, and we might not have time for this, but I prefer younger men. And when I say younger, I don't mean, you know, 20, 30, you know, I mean late 30s, early 40s, because these older men my age and older, are starting to break down. Okay, let me tell you what I know. Listen, when I meet a man, I ask him, do you have high blood pressure? Okay, if so, what medication are you on, and how is that working for you? You know why? Because that high blood pressure medication will make your situation not rise to the occasion. So that is very important. So we have those conversations. Yes, it don't work. Yes. You know, and men, they don't take care of themselves like we do, you know, because you can ask your doctor to simply put you on something, but that's beside the point. You know, there's, you know, hip replacements and knee replacements. I done heard all kind of stuff from the 48, 49, 50. They starting to walk bent over, their knees bad. It's a lot. So I personally prefer younger men. Now, I'm not going to rule out, you know, someone my age or older, you know, but that is right now in my experiences, that is my preference. A younger man.
So with that being said, since you've been more likely to date younger men, but you now say this pee in the dating pool.
Yes.
That's with these younger men that you've been dating.
So it's pee with them all. I mean, all of them.
But would you be willing to check out an older man just to see?
I mean, yeah, I would. I just haven't had good experiences with men older than me. They're just not. I just haven't had good experiences.
Okay.
With men.
All right.
Yeah. And but who? I mean, somebody might come along, change it. Look, I'm open. Listen, I'm open. Yes.
Ladies, if you are listening to Deidra, tell me what your thoughts are on her dating scene and what issues you have had when you have been dating in your 40s. Just leave a comment below. Okay, Deidra, so before we go, could you share with our audience maybe any tips or tricks that you've kind of learned along the way to maybe weed out some of those good, all right, because you've been in long relationships, so you find somebody good to start with and maybe something that just kind of, you know, changes it during the course. But are there any tips and tricks where you have been able to pick out these pretty decent until
and you know what, I don't think my picker is broke, because I have had some, and you see, I've had some decent, God-fearing, you know, they just didn't work, and it's okay. However, you know, I have those tough conversations out the gate. Now, I don't want to push you away, you know, but what is your love language? What makes you feel loved? That is very important to me. Okay, we do talk about what are your financial plans? Like, you know, are you okay with traveling? A lot of these jokers just want to sit at home and save their money till they retire. Like, they don't want to do anything fun, you know. Also, family. You know, what are your? So I get those hard questions out of the way.
All right.
So, and that has worked for me.
Very good. So you all hear that, getting those hard questions. Don't wait till the very end, because you might find out something up front that will be the determining factor of whether you carry it on or not. And I like the high blood pressure question. If you dating somebody that's older than
or younger. Young people have high blood pressure too. I'm telling you. I've done my research.
Well, Deidra, thank you so much for coming on and being so open to share your stories, because spitting in your mouth, that is disgusting. Okay.
I just hope my mama's not watching this.
You all, I am so glad that I was able to chop it up with my homegirl here, Deidra Nightingale. Follow her on her social handles. You see it right here below, okay? Until next time, during this dating series, we are going to uncover some things that are very interesting and hear how there probably is a lot of pee and maybe poop in this dating pool, okay? You all have been watching My 40 Plus Life, and I will see you next week.